Good morning guys, hope you're all well. Another video for Advanced in Car, and we've done, well, we complete a lot of dash cameras on a weekly basis, but we just thought, looking at our YouTube channel, we haven't done that many of a nice car with a dedicated camera, and the importance of having a dash camera in this day and age. Now, this is a 2024 Audi S6. It's the Avant, which is the estate model, and this is a local customer of ours that's been an existing customer for quite some time. Generally drives nice cars, so because this one is nice and clean, and we were fitting the Thinkware model to it, or the U3000, which is a front and rear camera, we thought we'd do a video just to showcase exactly the reason why you need a dash camera. So these days, as you are well aware, whether you're driving in the UK or abroad, there are plenty of idiots on the road, and those idiots are the ones that want to just make your life more difficult by driving up behind you too quickly, too fast, or making dangerous maneuvers. Well, having a dash camera in this day and age means there's a potential that you can give something to the insurance company or the police to aid you to reduce the fact that you could lose your no claims bonus and spend a lot more on your insurance premium every year. But also, if it means that you've got the events leading up to a situation at a roundabout or traffic lights or even road rage, then it helps to protect you from what's going to happen with that person or what has happened with that person. And you know, there are shows on TV now that are all about dash cam footage, so it's for us, we think it's incredibly important. Okay, it just so happens that we've done it on a really nice car. It doesn't matter what vehicle you've got, whether it's a van, a motorbike, a car, or whatever. It's, for us, or even a motorhome as we do on our sister company, it's important. So this particular customer has wanted to go for the best camera, which the best in terms of functionality at the moment is this. It's not necessarily the neatest or refined on the dashboard once fitted due to the design of it and how the plugs and the cables fit in, although Thinkware have done a slight revision on the cabling and allowed the cabling to come out the top of the camera, which is nicer, because before it had a right angled camera, which meant that the fitters here, so Richard, Noah and everyone else, couldn't then do a really nice neat installation, or as neat as they wanted to. So the Thinkware U3000 is unique in the fact that it's got a 4K front processor and a 2K rear camera. Now, most of the Thinkware range have always been full HD at the rear, but having a 2K front rear camera is amazing. And then of course the 4K front camera, that's similar to the U1000 but newer technology. Also, the reason why this camera is very much at the top of the list is because it's got built-in radar technology. So the radar technology, lots of information on our website and also on a previous video we've done, but it extends the parking footage and allows you to get more security. So if you left this car in a car park for a couple of hours, the standard parking footage would allow you to be able to, hopefully, if you came back and found some damage, you hopefully would have that recording on there. But the radar technology allows you to extend that, and then you can further extend it by having a little battery backup, or what they call an external battery, and the camera is then connected to the battery backup that's located under a seat or wherever, and it solely is powered from the battery backup. So when your engine is running and the key is in, this battery is being charged. When the key is out, the dash camera or dash cameras are solely powered from this battery backup, and therefore not putting anything on the car, because a lot of cars are quite sensitive. Mercedes and BMW are incredibly sensitive, and they know when there is a draw, and things like a dash camera then can pop up possible warnings on your dash instrument cluster or dashboard. So the Thinkware U3000 is, like I said, one of the best, if not the best, in terms of functionality and resolution. There are plenty of other models in the range, but if you're in doubt as to what to go for, we only fit the Thinkware range because of 2 years warranty, reliability, functionality, and many other things. If you want cheap and cheerful, then your local other store that's down the road, no names mentioned, will probably have those in stock and will fit them, whereas we only fit a more of a professional, refined product that's going to do exactly what it says on the tin. So we'll have a quick look at the back. The boys have fitted the rear camera the usual way. Now we do see a lot of poor installations. You don't get poor installation when you come here. You get nice, neat, refined work, and that includes taking off the boot trim and paneling, feeding the cabling down through, because this is obviously an electric boot, and even because of such tight fitting plastic to the glass ratio here, the boys have used a little round file just to allow for the camera cable to be taken in without then getting this panel to be raised off the glass. Do you know how many installations we see where the actual cable is looped down underneath the trim here? It looks naff, and then eventually the plug will pull out, and when you need it most, it's not going to work. So therefore you've cut costs, cut corners, and then you'll pay for it. This again, slightly bigger camera on the rear because of course you've got the radar technology built in, but still fully adjustable lens on there, and we'll see quite happily through tinted windows. If you've got a limo tint on there, then it's going to reduce that picture quality and brightness considerably, but either way, these dash cameras work really effectively with that. And as you can see, when Sammy pans back out, all the trim's in nice and neat and doesn't look like it wasn't, well, it looks like it's factory fitted, to be honest. Cabling then gets routed all the way along to the front of the vehicle, through the roof lining or head lining, and then the excess cable is then cable tied up and cloth taped so that you don't get any rattling or vibration when you're driving, because that's also very annoying. We're only human. There's always an element of something that could still be catching against something, but we also then make sure that it's out the way of the airbag curtain as well. So boot lid can then get shut down. Not much to show for the front camera apart from the actual camera itself fitted to the windscreen. Now, this camera here, as I said at the beginning of the video, although I guess it's in keeping with the rear view mirror and other such things, because modern cars have got such a lot going on around the rear view mirror with cameras and sensors and whatnot. But it's on the passenger side, so the driver it doesn't get in the way of the driving, it doesn't cause an obstruction, and you can turn off things like LEDs and the audio side of it. But we always say to people, you're better off having the audio switched on so that you get used to it talking to you, so that you know it's on in case of a power failure or something similar, and then you not having something when you need it. Camera cabling then for the hardwire cable gets brought down the A-pillar nicely and neatly. Unlike other people that fit these things, we'll just take this trim off here and tuck it down through with a trim tool. that's then going to cause a problem if you were in an accident, because the airbag goes off and then you've got a cable splitting at high speed, which would then do some damage. Cabling comes down into the fuse board area. Most of the time now, soldering with things like power and data is frowned upon, and just generally because of heat and everything else, but we use fuse taps in a lot of the stuff we do. Initially, when we first started using them, we thought they were a little bit cheap and nasty, but actually it means that we don't interfere with factory wiring. On a expensive model like this, we would rather pop out a fuse, pop in our piggyback fuse tap, and pop the fuse back in, so that way the power for the ignition and the battery for the dash camera is catered for. So again, we always constantly trying to better ourselves in what we do and how we do it, but every car is different. It's not as if we work on the same car every day, and we work with all different types of power supplies and fuse boxes. But if you haven't got a dash camera and you are thinking about it, but you don't have an Audi S6, then don't worry. Please do get in touch with us via the contact form. There are other models that we do. There's more expensive, there's cheaper. It depends on what you wanted to do in your budget.